There's a village in the mountains that no one talks about anymore, not because it doesn't exist, but because the people who came from it don't like to remember the version of themselves they left behind. Kai was born there, third of 5 children, father who worked until his hands bled, mother who prayed until her knees did the same. They weren't poor in spirit, they were rich in it. But by every measurable standard the world cares about, they had nothing. Kai was 17 when the recruiter came, a man in a clean suit, driving a car that didn't belong in those roads, offering scholarships to the city's top engineering academy. He'd heard about Kai, the boy who fixed the village generator at 14, who taught himself mathematics from a single textbook with 40 missing pages, who built a water filtration system out of scrap metal and river stones that still works to this day. The recruiter said, "You're wasted here, come with me." Kai's father said nothing that night. His mother cried, not from sadness, but from a feeling that has no clean name, something between terror and pride and love and grief all at once. Kai left on a Tuesday. The academy was different from anything he'd imagined, not harder than expected. Different. The hard part wasn't the coursework. The hard part was everything else. The other students had tutors since age 6. They had laptops and notes, and parents who were engineers themselves. They spoke in a language Kai technically understood but practically didn't. Casual references to places he'd never been, experiences he'd never had. Jokes built on a foundation of privilege so deep they didn't even know it was there. He was not bullied. That would have been easier to understand. He was simply invisible. There's a particular kind of loneliness that comes not from being hated, but from being overlooked, from sitting in a room full of people and realizing that not a single one of them would notice if you quietly disappeared. That loneliness is a slow poison. It doesn't kill you overnight. It works in months. By December of his first year, Kai's grades were slipping. Not because he wasn't smart, because he was spending every ounce of mental energy just surviving socially and emotionally, leaving nothing left for the work that brought him there. His advisor called him in and said, with genuine kindness, which somehow made it worse, "Maybe this environment isn't the right fit for you." Kai went back to his dorm that night and sat on the edge of his bed for 3 hours. He thought about his father's hands, the way they looked at the end of every day, cracked, calloused, permanently stained from the soil. His father never complained, not once, not ever. He thought about the water filter he built at 15 and how every person in the village drank clean water because of something he figured out from a broken textbook and pure stubbornness. And he thought, if I quit now, what was all of that for? He didn't quit, but he did something that looked, from the outside, almost exactly like quitting. He stopped trying to fit in. He stopped attending the social events, stopped trying to laugh at the right moments, stopped performing a version of himself that didn't exist. He woke up at 4:30 every morning, worked until 7, went to class, came back, worked until midnight. No parties, no shortcuts, no borrowed notes. He made his own. For 6 months, he lived like a monk in a city that never slept. People thought he was strange. Some said he was antisocial. One professor pulled him aside and asked if he was struggling mentally, a question Kai answered honestly. I was. I'm not anymore. I found what works for me. Second year, top of his class. Third year, He won a national design competition with a portable solar purification unit inspired by, yes, that Riverstone filter from back home. By graduation, 3 companies had already offered him positions. The recruiter who found him in the mountains, the man in the clean suit, attended the ceremony. He found Kai afterward, shook his hand and said, "I've placed 47 students from villages like yours. You're only the 4th to make it to graduation. What was different about you?" Kai thought about it for a long moment. Then he said, "The others were trying to become someone else. I was just trying to become more of who I already was." Here's what that story is really about. It's not about intelligence. Kai was smart, but so were the others who didn't make it. It's not about opportunity. They all had the same scholarship, the same school, the same shot. It's about one decision made in a dorm room at the worst moment that most people never talk about. The decision to stop performing and start building. There is a version of discipline that looks impressive on the outside. The Instagram posts, the motivational quotes, the aesthetically perfect morning routines. That version of discipline is a costume. It's discipline for an audience, and it collapses the moment the audience stops watching. Then there's the other kind, the kind Kai chose. The kind that happens at 4:30 a.m. when no one is filming. That shows up when you're invisible, when you're overlooked, when the advisor is gently suggesting you don't belong. The kind that isn't motivated by applause, because there is no applause. The kind that is motivated by something quieter and stronger. The refusal to betray the version of yourself you know you're capable of becoming. That discipline doesn't need validation. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't even need results right away. And that's the hardest part. Because that kind of discipline asks you to act correctly before you see the reward. To study before the grade comes. To train before the body changes. To build before anyone believes in what you're building. Most people can't do it. Not because they're weak, but because they've never been shown that this is what the work actually looks like. They've seen the highlight reel, the transformation photo, the graduation moment. They haven't seen the 3 hours on the edge of a dorm bed, negotiating with themselves about whether to keep going. That's the part nobody shows you. So let me ask you something directly. Where is your dorm room moment? Where are you right now? Sitting on the edge of something, wondering if you're built for it, wondering if the advisor is right, wondering if the easier path is actually the smarter path. I need you to hear this. The easier path feels smart in the short term. It always does. That's what makes it dangerous. It doesn't ruin you dramatically. It just quietly redirects you away from the hard thing, toward the comfortable thing. And 10 years later, you're comfortable and you're fine, and some part of you, a part you try not to listen to, knows exactly what you traded. You didn't trade success. You traded yourself. Kai made it not because he was the most gifted person in that school. He made it because when the moment came, cold, quiet, unglamorous, he chose the hard path. He chose it not because it was guaranteed to work. He chose it because he was. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not in the wrong place. You are in exactly the right season. The one where discipline is forged, not performed, not posted, forged. Get back to work. The version of you that your effort is building, they're waiting on the other side of this. Don't keep them waiting.